Okay, so we're almost done. I'm just going to quickly take you through the strengths and the limitations of the holographic brain metaphor. So first off, its strengths. One is that it requires advancement in order to make smarter organizations. Emulating a holographic brain means that organizations need to evolve, which will of course result in much smarter and more efficient organizations. It's also a strength that it's used in conjunction with the knowledge economy. Since it's dedicated to making these smarter and more adaptable organizations, it's perfect for a lot of the really innovative industries like technology and computers that have been taking over the market in recent years. It also involves a clear understanding of the requirements and elements to create better organizations, which means that managers need to evolve as well, making them better at their jobs. And it involves a rethinking and a redesign of the key management principles that have governed us for the past long time, which means updating them for a modern world and making them more suitable for the kinds of things that we need them to do now. A few of its limitations is that it's a really complicated metaphor. So you might have noticed that it took a few extra metaphors to explain what it means at all, so it's not really a very concise explanation of how an organization should operate. It also overlooks a lot of traditional organizational power and control. So most companies now, for example, operate under a very hierarchical structure. So, you've got your CEO, and then you've got all the guys under him, and they're not necessarily going to want to give up their power and just hand it off to these new teams that they're supposed to be forming. So they're not going to be comfortable with that, which means that it's going to be a while before these kinds of organizations can become the norm, because the people who are running them are going to feel like this might not be the best use of their time and money. And the final limitation is that these smarter organizations might mean increased competition. The more efficient an organization it is, then the more organizations there might be, which could result in a lot of increased conflict between companies, which could mean a lot of strife and a lot of difficulties in actually getting their work done. So now the last post is just going to be a quick quiz to take you all through and make sure that you're remembering everything that you have supposedly learned through this expert package.